Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Melissa, and I'm the owner of Melissa Forziat Events and Marketing. Today, I wanted to share with you another marketing tip of the week. This one is actually a sales tip, and it's called 4 Body Language Signs that your sales prospect is interested. Now, before I get into this content, I wanted to give you a little bit of information why I think this is an important topic. When it comes to trying to sell in our businesses, we really are responsible for picking up on all the many different cues that our contacts are giving us, that our leads are giving us. Sometimes we're trying to sell online and we have to look for clues in how they're interacting with our content. When we have people in front of us, we get the privilege of having body language to give us more information, and it's on us to know how to interpret that and to get some signals from them that can help clue us into whether they're ready or not for the close. So today we'll talk about 4 body language signs that your sales prospect is interested. And if this is something that you want to be able to read and really sit with and take some time with, I encourage you to click back through the link to my website. The blog is sitting there for you to read. But if you'd prefer to hear this from me, I'll be reading the whole thing in this video. 4 body language signs that your sales prospect is interested. Marketing and sales are not just functions of your business. They are studies of human behavior. In order to figure out which sales techniques to use, we have to learn the subtleties of all the signals our prospects are giving us. Understanding delivery and body language often tells you more about what your prospect is thinking than the words that they're using. So today, let's look at 4 body language signs that your sales prospect is interested. Now, a lot of people associate sales with the close. In fact, sales is an entire process. It starts with all the groundwork we lay in our marketing. Then you shift the conversation to your prospect, learning more about what they need and want as an individual. You begin to find out what objections they have, what goals they have. The whole time, your sales prospect sends you signals through their body language if you are communicating with them in person. If you follow along with the process and truly pick up on the beats of what the prospect is giving you through their body language, you can be active in setting yourself up for that close. Sometimes the prospect will even close for you. But to get to a successful close, you have to know whether your prospect is ready for it. You can make this easier for yourself by knowing the signals they give when they're engaged or disengaged. So here are 4 things to look for with that. Number 1, are you or your materials holding their gaze? Eye contact tells you a lot. In general, people don't spend a very long time looking at things that they have no interest in. So if someone's gaze keeps coming back to you or the content you just gave them, you likely have their interest. If their eyes are not drawn to your presentation, your brochure, or you, they may already be disengaged from the conversation. If their face is angled away, they're probably not with you anymore. Yes, there could be exceptions, but this is a general rule. Number 2, are they leaning in? Are they leaning in toward you or leaning away from you? Leaning in is a term we hear a lot nowadays. And from a body language standpoint, it is relevant for you in the sales process. A prospect who leans in is showing you that they are engaged. Someone leaning in is more invested in their relationship with you. Someone leaning away is distancing themselves from your pitch as much as they are physically distancing themselves from you. Number 3, do you have an open posture? Or do they have an open posture, I should say? Openness and the direction of their body tells you a great deal. Open, free use of arms is showing comfort with you. And crossed arms shows very much the opposite. Hands on hips is a power pose, a pose that you yourself can take on, but if your prospect is doing it, they might be trying to feel in control of the conversation. When someone is seated, look at where their feet or legs are pointing. If their ankles are tightly crossed or their legs are pointing towards the exit, it's a suggestion that they're disengaged or holding back in some way. If their legs are crossed, but they're facing you and point towards you, their body language is still showing you attention. Number 4, are they tapping in anticipation? If there is any tapping happening, interpret the vibe of it. Bouncing feet or a tapping pen can be a good sign if it's coming from a place of anticipation and maybe like they're ready to use that pen to sign a contract. If that's the case, give them the contract to tap the pen on. But if it looks like the tapping of their fingers is coupled with other signs of disinterest, this is a signal of boredom and they're not ready for the close or maybe even for continuing the conversation at all. There are actually a lot of ways that psychology, human behavior, and layered messaging play into the sales process. So whatever stage you're in, it's how you read your prospect that will help you determine when you're ready to take the next step. And this doesn't even begin to address all the ways you can layer messages into how you communicate with them. So the next time you're having a conversation with a prospect or in any negotiation, look for these different body language signals to learn how to spot engagement versus disengagement, because knowing the difference will help you figure out when to use all your practice sales techniques for the best impact. I hope this gives you some things to think about. Maybe this is something that you take a look at in your next conversation that you have, sales or not, to see if you're able to read the signals that other people are giving you. Good luck with this and happy marketing.